Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Uncharted. With me once again is...
Mechalomaniac, after a very, very long hiatus.
Yes, indeed. There's been some technical issues, but, well, we're going to push through and finish this up.
Yep.
Last time, we went through an old German sub-base and fought a bunch of Nazi zombies, and now we've escaped.
Yay!
Well,
And you found a gold ingot.
that's right.
I never get that word right.
I think ingot's right.
Okay.
And
Also, for the record, all the delays are my fault. Don't blame him.
and so, of course, where we left the base brings us back to this location that we were at not that long ago, because we didn't have enough playing around in the church courtyard.
Church courtyards make such scenic places for gun battles.
Oh yeah, of course. And of course, because we're back here, it also means that's another place for the sniper rifle.
The amazing thing is, since starting this, I've been listening for Nolan North, and I've been hearing him everywhere.
Yeah, he's
other media.
yeah, he's been pretty prolific. I mean, it's no wonder that last year when Giant Bomb was doing their Game of the Year stuff, they included the best use of Nolan North because he was in so many games.
Yeah.
In
What
fact,
won it?
he was in, I think, just about any one of the major games that came out last year.
Yeah, but which one did they choose as the best use of Nolan North?
Jeez, I have to look that back up again because I don't remember. I want to say it was weekly, but I'd have to confirm.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I mean, this is just another one of those same set-piece battles that we had not that long ago.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really much I can say about this.
No, I started in a similar situation to this. I started playing Spec Ops: The Line last night, and
Oh,
it
wow.
also has Nolan North taking cover and shooting lots of guys.
Yes, it does. That is quite the game.
Just parts remind me because you get these long set-piece battles, and in that I think it's intentional. In this, it just seems to be
Yeah.
older design influence, I guess.
Well, here I'm pretty sure that it's the folks at Naughty Dog just getting used to the whole idea of what type of game this is. So as a result, there's a lot of stuff that they did in Uncharted 1 that they don't do for later games, simply because they were just trying to get themselves situated in this genre. So in many ways, this game is quite clunky compared to the later ones, and honestly, Uncharted 1 is also relatively early in the PlayStation 3's lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you went back and compared this to Gears of War 1 or whichever one of those came out around the same time, you would probably find a lot of the same. You know, here's an area we're gonna have you have a long gunfight.
Yeah, and it was like, honestly, at the same time, like, yeah, a lot of the earlier games of this type were set around just set piece battle after set piece battle, and it wasn't really until recently that it sort of became more typical that it wasn't really so much just all these set pieces, but that there was slightly more to the actual gameplay. Because just running from room to room where you have nothing but basically enemy closets, that's just not that fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there are still games that do that and do that a lot, but more games have been stepping away from it.
Though in an interesting way, it kind of makes the game, stuff like this gives it a more, I almost want to say, puzzle element to it.
Yeah,
you have to figure out which guy do I want to shoot first.
Yes, and there are games where that sort of thing worked, because a set piece battle is best done when it's more than just you've walked into an area, there is a whack load of enemies standing right in front of you, deal with it. I mean that is lame, but the best games that do set piece battles have you walk into a fairly wide open area where the enemies come from multiple directions.
There's no time. We've got to get to the church.
I think it's better if the game will give you, I want to say, different ways of doing it as opposed to go here, shoot guy.
Yep,
go here, shoot next guy.
That's basically what the best games that do these type of set piece battles do.
Yeah, I always think back to this one part in Halo Reach in like the third mission where you're overlooking this ravine full of Covenant guys, and you either snipe them or you can just kind of guerrilla around or whatnot, depending on what your preference is. I think that's a better way to do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But again, that's comparing Halo Reach to a game made 2010, I think, to this was, what, 2006, 2007?
Ooh, something like that, yeah. It is very early. Pretty sure that somewhere in the thread for this I've already mentioned when this game came out, so...
Yeah, I just picture someone watching these all in a row going, God, these guys repeat themselves a lot.
Yeah, well, that's what happened when we take way longer to record this than I had originally anticipated.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to end up being like a year or more before.
I think it has been almost about a year.
Yeah.
And to think you probably beat this game in like 8 hours.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it's not really a long game, but it is. It's full of stuff to do. At least for the type of game that it is. And at the same time, like the Uncharted series has always passed it off as being like some kind of action movie. So,
yeah, they're not.
They're
excessively long.
Yeah.
Usually.
So I mean, it's very good at what it does. Yeah, of course, since we're going to repeat the set piece battle outside the church, we might as well repeat the set piece battle inside the church.
Oh, of course. It's scenic.
Yeah. Watch as all these pews withstand grenade fire.
That's completely accurate. They're blessed holy pews of magic.
It's a church. They can't damage a church.
Yeah. Just need to count how many snipers there are.
Yeah. Thankfully, a default dragon gives you enough rounds to hit each one. But then there's also the grenade launcher guys, which just make this a pain.
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely not doing too well with that grenade launcher.
Watch it.
At least I
As long
got.
as you kill more of them than they kill of you.
Yeah. At least I got the achievement for it.
I like how you just about earned that trophy as you died.
Yeah. I also like how it was like 15 seconds later. The checkpointing here could have been a little better.
Yeah. That is one dodgy sniper.
Yeah, that guy is lucky. So of course I'll just snipe him with my pistol.
I'm sure every freelance adventurer can snipe someone with a pistol.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible judge of distance in video games, so far.
Yeah, that's pretty far. That definitely further than than you would normally engage someone with a pistol.
Yeah. So I imagine this is getting pretty close to the end here. They wanted to make them the battles tougher.
Yeah. Yeah, we are in fact actually just about at the end. And right at the very end, it is in fact pretty hard. But all these grenade guys don't make things any better.
Nope. It's okay. Watching die over and over is actually fairly amusing.
Aww. Well, then my job is complete.
Your job was to amuse me and only me.
Well, to amuse someone.
Oh, okay. It's like I feel I should be talking, but I don't have anything to say beyond like stuff I would want to tell you if you were actually playing this as we were talking. It's like,
yeah,
get those sniper guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, they could have. I think it would have been better here if they put a checkpoint between like this part.
Yeah, like right here is a very obvious place that would have been good for a checkpoint, but oh well. Yeah, because there was a pretty obvious break in between the two waves of enemies.
But like you said, it's their first foray into the genre of not Jak and Daxter.
Yeah, pretty much. And you know, like as a whole package, the game is very well done.
Oh
so
yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm not. I guess I am criticizing it, but I'm not saying it's bad.
yeah.
I'm sure it's better than like 90% of all other third-person shooting games they've ever made. And it obviously worked out for them, given that it got 2 sequels.
Yeah.
Love of God.
Vita game.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's them making it, but I know it got it.
Someone else made the Vita game. And apparently, like it's not bad, but at the same time, it is a handheld version of a console third-person action game. So you can sort of imagine how well that turns out.
Yeah. Plus, you know, it's you have to go buy a Vita, and
Yeah. Well, you know, right now in
I know
this month,
someone
if you went,
in this conversation might own a Vita.
yeah, and if you had a Vita and were a member of PlayStation Plus, you can get at the moment that this that this video was recorded, Uncharted Golden Abyss for free.
But yeah, and then they're also making, well, I don't know if that's exactly a third-person shooter, but it's in the same lines of this with that, The Last of Us.
Oh yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah, it's got third-person shooting. It didn't look. It's not quite the same as this.
Yes,
though.
it's not meant
everything
to
I've seen.
be one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's third-person action, and yeah, you can shoot people in it, but it's a third-person shooter. Like, that's a very broad description of
Yeah.
what type of game it actually is. Even though a lot of its stuff in the media has been focusing more on its actual action-y parts, which is kind of a shame. That's just the way the media works, because like that sort of game or less flashy games have a hard time having a good show in the media, pretty much.
Yeah. It's this preconception that games need to be exciting or something.
Yeah.
When it's
Need to be flashy.
yeah. When I mean, you know, Tetris does well and isn't exciting. Quote
Yeah.
unquote. It's fun, but it's not, you know, flashy.
Yeah.
I know I picked like the oldest example that I can think of. But,
And it's just there are plenty of types of games out there at the moment where the way modern trailers are done does the
Yeah.
game a disservice. I remember also seeing that a lot of the trailers for the new Hitman game are very much like that, because the trailers are all about showing the game being played not like you would play a Hitman game, because that's just the way it makes them look interesting.
yeah. To be fair, wasn't the new one touting that you could basically play it any way you want?
Well,
Like,
I
if
mean,
you wanted to be stealthy, you could, but if you wanted to run and gun, you could also. I haven't played it.
yeah. And then that's also partially why they did show like all the trailers were about being run and gun. But I mean, it's one of those things where yeah, you could play the game that way, but man, why would you? And it's like trying to play, like if you tried to play Deus Ex Human Revolution as a first-person shooter, you are having a hell of a hard time, because the game the game barely supports that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good game if they let you. If they like oh god, there's more of them.
Yeah, yeah,
They snuck up on you from behind.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions where the game is basically just cheating, because now they're showing up from behind, where you just were, because you know that's they needed this set piece battle to be longer.
Yes. Yeah, that's a thing I'm kind of down on in general, is when they are just very obviously padding something out.
Yeah. On the plus side, though, that was a checkpoint.
Yay. But yeah, anyway, back to Hitman, I was saying that I would personally think they would kind of tout that you can basically play the game however you want it. Like, I know Batman Arkham and certainly Review did that very well. That's a grenade.
That was a grenade.
Yeah, I'll buy the sniper sneaking up on you since he's above, but...
Well, I mean, to be fair, yeah, there were a lot of ways into that entrance, but yeah, I mean, it's still kind of annoying that, you know, you spend this time fighting to get into the back end of the church, and suddenly, oh, hey, look, there's all these guys that just snuck up behind you.
Yeah, like I said, I'm generally not a fan of padding things. That's why, I mean, this is a really old school complaint for me, but I was never a fan of like random battles in RPGs. Oh, at least Final Fantasy style, where you know, walking along the map. I preferred, you know, I was fine with Chrono Trigger's style of seeing them. But...
to me, it's always a matter of what else you're getting out of it.
Yeah.
Take cover! Get your head down!
I should have been keeping a running count of how many times you've died in this battle.
Maybe should have been keeping one just in general.
Death counter down at the bottom.
Yeah, you know, if I'd been thinking ahead, it's something I would have done. You know, among other things. But hey, whatever.
It's okay, we can make a drinking game out of it.
I think the thing that I like the most about the sniper guys is that that laser sight's coming from a pistol. So
Come on, Sully.
they're
There
just
should be a hidden pass.
waving their handgun around, trying to get a lock on you with with the laser sight, and it's just kind
I'm
of.
sure they actually have laser sights that go on pistols.
Oh, they do.
I
They
wouldn't
definitely do.
think that if you want to have someone dedicated to sniping, they would give them those.
Yeah, that's it's not goofy in the sense that no one makes laser sight pistols, because there definitely are, but it's goofy in the sense that, you know, you're trying to snipe with a laser sight pistol. And, you know, like that might work, but it's still kind of weird.
Yeah, well, it's one of those obvious gameplay things where you have to be able to see them trying to snipe you.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Because there weren't enough secret passages in this exact same church.
Nope. Don't you know every church has secret passages all over the place?
Oh, of course.
Drake didn't want to get the treasure off the island, Sully. He was trying to stop it from leaving. What? It's cursed or something.
Cursed.
You just gotta trust me.
Spooky.
Don't open the box or your head explodes.
No, I would say that what happens is much worse than that.
Oh, okay. Just as long as by the time we get to Uncharted 4, we don't have him surviving a nuclear explosion in a fridge. Actually, are they making an Uncharted 4, or are they
I
planning to?
think they are done. In fact, they are done just like this video will be momentarily.
Yes.
After I
That's
pick
a nice
up
segue.
after I pick up the last treasure in the game.
You
So
didn't pop the achievement, though.
I popped it on the last one actually because it
Oh,
counts
okay.
weird. But thank you all for watching.
Bye.